Hi, everybody. This is Mrs. Roeder, your media specialist here at Ocean Breeze Elementary School. And today here's a picture of my dad, Tim Takano, and my mom, Cindy Takano, and that's me, Keita Takano. Here's Ollie and Jose Lawrence, Happy Tales Rescue, and Hannah Miller, my best friend. Chapter 1, A Special Phone Call. I had a dog treat in my hand. Ollie, sit, I said. My happy dog wagged his tail and sat down. Good boy, I said. I tossed the treat in the air. Ollie caught it in his mouth. He crunched and crunched. Then he sniffed the floor for crumbs. He didn't want to miss one. I think you got them all, Ollie, I said, giggling. Keita, I'm home, a voice called. It was my mom. Ollie and I ran to the kitchen. The tags on his collar jingled like little bells. Mom had a pile of books on the table. She works at a bookstore. I love it because she gets me books about animals. When I grow up, I want to be a veterinarian. I'm going to be the best animal doctor ever. Are those books for me? I asked. Yes, she said. There's a book about cats, a book about birds, a book about dogs, and a book just about dachshunds, like our Ollie, she said. She slid the books in front of me. I gave her a big smile. Oh, thank you, Mom. Yip, yip, yip. Ollie barked and ran to the back door. That must be Dad, I said, running after Ollie. Yip, yip, yip. Dad walked in, bent down, and patted Ollie's head. He got hugs from Mom and me. Come home to my family is my favorite thing, Dad said. Hey, I have some good news. What is it? I asked. Dad smiled, but he didn't say anything. He took off his jacket. He hung it on the hook. He put his backpack on the floor. He took off his shoes. Dad, I said, come on. What is it? Yes, stop teasing us, Mom said with a smile. Okay, sit down at the table and I'll tell you, he said. We all sat down. Ollie curled up under my chair. Dad grinned. I got a phone call from Happy Tales Rescue, he said. I peeked under my chair. That's where we got Ollie, I said. We had adopted Ollie from Happy Tales Rescue last year. The poor little dog had been found in a parking lot with no collar and no home. Happy Tales took him in. They rescue animals and help them find forever homes. I was so happy we became Ollie's forever home. What did Rescue say? Mom asked. I wiggled in my chair. They have a dog who needs a foster family, Dad said. He needs love and a place to stay until he finds a forever home. And we're going to foster him. Hooray, I said. When? Mom asked. The doorbell rang. Ollie barked. Yip, yip, yip. Right now, Dad said, jumping out of his chair. Mom and I followed him to the front door. Mom scooped up Ollie in her arms. It was Joss, the awesome lady from Happy Tales Rescue. Hello, Takano family, she said. Thank you for agreeing to foster. Ollie wagged his tail. I could tell he remembered Joss. Hello, Ollie, Joss said, patting his head. Where's the dog? Truman is in the truck, Joss said. Will Truman like Ollie? I asked. Truman is friendly with other dogs, Joss said as we walked to her truck. He is an older dog. He is a very sweet Labrador mix. What happened to his family? I asked. Truman's family had to move far away. Sadly, they couldn't take Truman with them, Joss said. We will find him a wonderful new home and family. When we got to the truck, Joss opened the door and grabbed the leash. A black dog jumped out. He was bigger than Ollie. He stood close against Joss's legs like he was trying to hide. He is beautiful, I said. Truman looked at me and blinked. His tongue rolled out. His thick tail thumped against Joss. Look at that. I think he likes you, Kaida said. I think he likes you, Kaida, Joe said. I liked Truman too. Chapter 2. Hello, Truman. Before Joss left, she gave us a bag of Truman's toys. She gave us a crate too. We put the crate in my parents' bedroom. Truman would sleep there. Ollie already slept with me in my room every night. After dinner, I worked on a puzzle with my parents. I like puzzles. They are fun to put together. Ollie curled up on my lap. Truman sat by the door. He seems sad, I said. Maybe he wants to go home. This is his home now, Dad said. It will take him time to feel safe with us. He doesn't know us yet. I dug into Truman's bag of toys and found a stuffed lamb. I tossed it. It landed at his feet with a plop. Truman sniffed the toy a little, but didn't move. I got a tennis ball. I waved it in front of his face and rolled it past him. Get the ball, Truman, I said. Truman watched the ball, but didn't move. Ollie did, though. He shot after the ball like a rocket. Yip, yip, yip. Truman's ears went up. He wagged his tail and barked, woof, woof. Ollie ran past him, and Truman followed right behind. And just like that, the two dogs became friends. The next day, Ollie and Truman played tag. Ollie chased Truman through the living room to the kitchen, up the hall, and into my room. Truman chased Ollie out of my room, down the hall, into the kitchen, and to the living room. Back and forth the dogs ran. They barked non-stop. Dad got a little upset. He was trying to talk on the phone for work. Come on, you two, I said. Let's play quietly in my room. Ollie, Truman, and I went to my room and sat on the floor. I pulled a bright yellow rubber ducky from Truman's bag of toys. Truman wiggled and whined. Want your ducky? I asked him. Truman wagged his tail and licked my hand. I gave him the toy. He squeaked it a couple times. Playing tag had made the dogs tired. I lifted Ollie onto my bed. He curled up. Truman wanted to get on my bed too, but I said no. Joss had told us to keep Truman off the furniture. His forever family might have a no furniture rule. I got Truman's dog bed from his crate and put it on the floor. You can take a nap over here, Truman, I said. Truman sniffed his bed, snorting from end to end. When he had sniffed every inch, he stepped onto the bed. He turned in a circle 3 times, plopped down, and curled up tight. With a sigh, he fell asleep. Good dog, I said. Ollie watched me tiptoe to the door. I put my finger to my lips. Shh, I whispered. He stood and pawed in the air. He wanted to be picked up. I walked back to my bed and got him, then closed the door behind us. While Truman napped, I sat at the kitchen table with my sketchbook. It already had lots of Ollie drawings in it. Ollie in his gator costume. Ollie chasing a ball. Ollie lying on his back with a big, full belly. Now I started drawing Truman. I wanted a way to remember him after he found a forever home. I drew 3 pictures, one of him sitting, one of him with his rubber ducky, and one of him sleeping on his bed. Yip, 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 Ollie barked and ran to the back door. Mom's home, I said. Mom walked into the kitchen with her book bag. Hello, Ollie, she said. Hi, Kaida. How is Truman doing? Great, I said. He and Ollie played tag all morning. Truman took a nap. He's in my room. Perfect. Let's take them for a good long walk, Mom said. I ran to get Truman, but when I opened my bedroom door, oh no, it looked like a blizzard had blown through my room. Ripped paper covered everything like snowflakes. My trash was tipped over. My desk chair was too. Truman was sitting in the middle of his dog bed, shredded to bits. Truman! I shouted. Ollie came running and stopped in the doorway. Yip, yip, yip! I don't always have the neatest bedroom. Mom usually has to tell me to clean up. But this was a disaster. Ollie looked at the mess Truman had made. Then he sneezed. Truman dipped his head. He tucked back his ears. He looked very sorry. Oh dear, Mom said when she saw my room. Truman found trouble, didn't he? Yes, he did, I said. Ollie sneezed again and backed up into the hallway. I went over to Truman, held his head in my hands. Did you think we forgot about you in here? Huh? I asked. I'm so sorry. You're okay, Truman. Don't worry. Kaita, I'll take the dogs for a walk, Mom said. You start cleaning your room. If you're still working on it when we get back, I'll help you finish. I nodded. Thanks, Mom. Ollie, for a walk. You too, Truman, Mom called. Heading back to the kitchen, Ollie followed Mom, and Truman followed Ollie. Mom and Dad had said that it would take time to learn how to foster pets. I sure learned a good lesson that day. Never leave a foster dog alone in your room. Chapter 3. Truman Finds Trouble. I wasn't the only one learning how to foster a pet. Mom and Dad were learning too. Every day brought new lessons. Oh, Truman, Mom said, looking sadly at her ripped book bag. You found trouble. Oh, Truman, Dad said, looking at a chewed shoe. You found trouble. Oh, Truman and Ollie, I said, looking at a torn, empty box of dog treats. You found trouble. I gave both dogs' bellies a quick rub. Well, at least you two are happy. Dad, Mom, and I quickly learned our lessons. When we couldn't watch Truman, we put him in his crate. We made sure there was nothing he could rip or chew on the floor. Unlike short little Ollie, Truman could reach the countertop when he stood on his hind legs. So we cleared everything off. Our daily routine went like this. In the morning, before Dad took me to school, I fed Ollie and Truman. After school, Mom and I took the dogs for a walk.